talking of leeches, did you see the dregs that they put into Big Brother last night?
I've not been watching it.
It's bad enough anyway. It's a house full of people you wouldn't cross the road to save, right?
Yeah.
But there's they've put in 3 more to spice it up a little bit. They've put in a low esteem model.
Sure.
Right? They've put in Mr. Bean, who is the whitest man I've ever seen. I mean, it's like a new race.
Yeah.
He's nearly see-through. And this thing that looks like Matt Lucas in a bikini.
Wow.
Unbelievable. The fat things on her back, I thought she was coming towards me.
Really?
It was unbelievable. And the first thing she said, she went in, she looked in the mirror, adjusted herself and went, "Oh, me minge!" That's the level,
Do these people have relatives? Is there anyone in the world who knows them, claims to be a friend of theirs?
Families.
Do they have family there, or the family just moved away?
No, their family, their family are probably quite proud of them, because they're on the telly. It's probably like, saw your daughter last night saying, "Oh, me minge on the telly." Yes, she was on the telly, wasn't she? Yes, she was on the telly. What about the bit about "Oh, me minge"? She got one out immediately, went, got it out, lobbed it out. I mean, it's unbelievable. It looks like an experiment.
I can't watch it anymore. It's just too much now. Because I can't relate to those people in in the first series. I always remember it seemed like a genuine social experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
There was intrigue, there was drama.
Yeah.
It was genuinely great hypnotic television.
Now it's like putting ants in a jar and shaking it.
I don't know but even now, I couldn't watch that once a night, every week.
No, I know.
It's just...
It is unbelievable that what people are willing to do now on the time, because they've just put in people. I mean, it's unbelievable. It really is. You don't care about anyone. But I suppose what's good is that I think you watch it now because you want one of them to fall over and hurt themselves.
Yeah, or just choke on a chicken bone. And no one else in the house knows the Heimlich maneuver.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, feed him more chicken. Send him more roast chicken. So we got a wonderful celebration for you.
Pushing the Senses by Feeder on XFM. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. Alright, how you doing, Karl?
I'm alright, yeah.
Another holiday?
Well, it wasn't holiday.
Well, it was. You had 5 days off work. Why isn't it holiday? You had 5 days not working for a living. You know how many days holiday gets a year now? 29.
Oh. That's more than teachers, isn't it?
It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
Well, I know the kind of hours you work, Rick. It's mad. I mean, if you're not in work by midday, you're furious.
No, but I mean, I'm always...
29's normal. For the normal working person.
Yeah, but, you know...
And anyway, it wasn't a proper holiday. I went to see my mum and dad. It's nice to see them and everything, but it's not holiday, is it?
Why?
It's not going away. It's not getting on a plane, is it? Going away.
Oh, is that definitely a holiday? What happened before 1950?
I don't know.
People used to go... Yeah, exactly. People used to go to Blackpool or Brighton. That was holiday.
Yeah, but I didn't
Where did you go?
Went to Wales.
There you go. Lovely holiday. Lovely holiday. Have a holiday in Wales. That's what they say, innit? Come to Wales and have a holiday. That's what they say, innit? So, come to Wales and meet your parents. Come to Wales and have a lovely holiday.
Well, anyway, it was good and that. It's always good to see him.
Yeah.
But,
week off work.
Do you know, like, my mum likes gnomes and stuff?
Yeah.
Right,
of course she does. She's lived with one for 30 years.
She said, you know, get your dad to take us to this park where they've got, like, you know, 6-foot gnomes and stuff, right? Have a walk about.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Sounds like a living nightmare.
Keep an eye on Karl.
So anyway.
He stood still for 2 minutes, someone bought him.
No, you can't buy them and that. It's like a little exhibition thing, right? And it's part of a hall. Right, this big hall that you have to pay to get in, but we didn't want to see the hall, I just wanted to see the gnomes.
Of course you did, yeah.
So anyway, my dad says, yeah, well, we can get in there for free.
Of course he did. Clever.
Right? So we parked up on this little country lane, right? No one about. We walked
How much
down,
is it to go in? Like £2?
About £3 each.
Yeah.
But he said, well, yeah, but if you don't have to pay, do you know what I mean? You enjoy it even more, don't you, when you're walking about and you think, I've got this £3 in my pocket, no one's having it.
Yeah.
Right?
No, looking over sort of a bloke with a peak hat saying, can I see your ticket, please? I wouldn't enjoy it more, no. Go on.
Yeah, but you don't worry about it, do
you? You've got a bit of money now then, Rick. You know, you've changed.
So anyway, so we had to walk across about 4 fields.
For £3!
Right, and what happened was, we're walking through all these fields and what have you, big grass and muddy bits and all that, 'cause it'd been raining, and climbing over fences and stuff. And we're in this field, right? And I look to my right, and there's about 30 cows all staring at us, right? And Suzanne started to panic a bit. She said, we shouldn't be here. Dad says, of course we can. We're allowed to go wherever we want. You know, all this land, it's ramblers' rights and all that stuff.
Yeah. And take a cow if you want,
so,
unattended.
So
Serves him right for leaving him in the field unattended. I'm having one.
Yeah.
So keep us fed for a week.
Anyway, these cows start surrounding us.
Surrounding us.
And,
oh, brilliant.
Oh no.
Face off.
And Suzanne's panicking, going, this isn't right. We're not gonna make it to the fence in time. They're moving faster than us, and they started sort of running a bit.
Wow.
And
it's like some kind of bovine West Side Story.
Don't
a gang of cows coming at you.
Don't worry about it and stuff. But my dad had to sort of stand there and like wave a stick at him.
Of course.
And we got away, but Suzanne was like having a bit of a sweat
you
on.
Got away.
Saying, we could have got killed.
Sure.
And my dad saying, nah, it never happens. And I just wondered if it does, if there's a risk of...
Yeah, it is rare, but there's been a couple of cases of being trampled by cows. They're not aggressive, they sort of run through you. Well, they're aggressive if they've got a calf.
They do have kids.
What?
They had kids with them.
Kids, yeah. That's a goat you're thinking of. Yeah.
Maybe they were trying to sneak into the gnome thing, and they were worried that, like, if too many people did it, like, they thought some cows, we can just sneak in where cows, no one's expecting cows.
And the cows were going, walk upright like you're a human. Don't walk upright.
They thought you'd blow their cover.
Yeah. Yeah, people have been killed by cows before.
Yeah, that was like the highlight, and then,
So when you arrived there, you were presumably covered in mud, looking like something that had just come from Glastonbury, staggering around this exhibition.
It wasn't that bad, it was just like a woods, and it had like a funny sort of funeral like a graveyard thing.
Right.
With bodies sort of hanging out the ground and that, and, we had these 6-foot gnomes.
Right.
And then we just set off again, walked back. But we
sure this wasn't a dream?
No, it was good. But then I got back, right, Steve, and called up Ricky. I said, right, are you about? Have a chat and that. So he said, I'll just come round. It's a nice day. Have a drink and what have you. So I got round there at about 6:30, right? Go up to his door, knock on his door, right? He stood there with his tackle out.
Oh. Yeah, what did you make of that? What was wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong with that?
Why were you looking at it? Why were you looking at it?
I tried not to look at it. But again, you're always sort of attracted to it, aren't you? Kind of like...
I've never been attracted to another man's tackle. I don't know what you mean.
You can't help but have a little sly look. Well, especially when it's there. When you ring the bell, and I mean the one on the door, right? And that's hanging out.
And does he dress to the left or the right?
It was to the left, right?
Yeah, it was left, yeah. Just popped out of my shorts. For him. Just popped him out of the shorts.
Should have seen the state of him. Shorts on, no top, cigar. Looked like someone out of The Sopranos. It was a mess.
Yeah.
And then,
we sat on the balcony drinking wine, didn't we?
Did you pop it back in, or was it still...
Yeah, I popped it straight back in. I've got the laugh.
Sure.
I've got the laugh I wanted.
Yeah.
He walked in, he went, it's not that hot. Straight away. It's not that hot. Oh, brilliant.
And,
was that knob news, or is there more?
no, it's got more knob news.
That's just a taster.
Just a taster.
Listen, let's play some average, let's play some great music, and maybe we should have some early knob news.
Early knob news coming up. Landed by Ben Folds on XFM. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
We've had a couple of emails, Rick, saying that there have been reports of people actually being killed by cows.
Yeah.
So it is actually quite a lucky escape for Karl and his family.
The worrying thing about that is it's tragic, and anyone dying unexpectedly, it's terrible. But what makes it worse is when it's something like being killed by cows, because there's a slight humour aspect.
Yeah.
I was killed by a cow.
Yeah.
Like for example, if you were killed by a falling safe.
Yeah.
The vicar might laugh.
Yes.
That's my worry.
Yeah. Well, I read a story in the paper of a man who, fell out of a window and died. He fell out of, he was like a third-story window and he fell out. But it was slightly amusing, because at the time he was mooning.
I know.
For a laugh, he was mooning someone and he fell out.
I know.
So when he fell, even though it was tragic, he obviously had his trousers around his ankles and his arse out.
I know, the thing, there was a kid who died, got hit by a truck mooning. But the worst thing about that is, it's not funny enough to be killed for.
No.
Mooning isn't funny enough.
No, it's just not a good enough gag.
Do you know what I mean? It's a witless sort of thing to do, and then to be killed for it.
If you'd just done a 2-hour impromptu Eddie Izzard style, routine, and then you got tragically killed, that would sort of make sense.
But doing something that's
mooning, it's almost karmic, because it's such a bad joke.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like in some weird universal karmic way, it's like, if you hadn't been mooning, maybe you wouldn't have got killed.
I know.
If you hadn't done such a lame joke, maybe you'd be okay.
Yeah, but that's it.
But there's lots, you don't want to be walking along, you don't want to be walking through the garden and stand on a rake, and it flips up.
And it hits you so hard.
And it's like a boing noise as it hits you.
And it hits you so hard that it kills you.
It kills you, yeah. Or you fall out of a window and a cactus goes up your bum.
I know, you're killed by a cactus up the arse. I know. Or you're at a concert and a fat woman stage dives.
Yeah.
And she just squashes you. How did he die? He was squashed by a big hefty...
Mama Cass just jumped on him.
Just big fat woman squashed him to death.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Yeah.
Tell you what though. Right, talking of fat women.
Go on.
I'm not having a go, but did you see Michelle McManus on,
Oh, man alive. Yeah. You are what you eat. What is she eating? Girls allowed. Look it out. It was unbelievable.
No, but to be fair, she did
Did you see her in her bikini one?
Yeah, well, yes, but she was always a little bit...
Yeah, but what do you mean a little bit?
Well, no, she eats too much, right? But what I did like about it was that she had a go, she did lose
her... hard and that, yeah.
Huh?
I quite liked her at the end of it, really.
Yeah,
she's not an unpleasant woman, she's a lovely woman, but I mean, like I said before, there was that interview in Heat magazine where she, I tend to eat 11 packets of Doritos a night.
Yeah.
11 I mean...
Yeah.
Come on, Michelle.
That's too much, isn't it?
Unless you're trying to win some kind of competition, like trying to find some kind of, a golden ticket in one of the packets. There's no excuse.
What could you possibly be trying to win to eat those every day?
Auntie Nora.
Right.
I'm cold. She doesn't want double glazing.
Why not?
Just because she's worried that when people come round and sort of knock on the door, she won't hear them, because it's all sort of double glazed.
But they're knocking on the door.
No, but she said that, she didn't like a bell, it makes her jump too much.
Well, how do they get in now?
Well, it's the thin door, the thin glass, you hear it. It's not like soundproof like double glazing is.
What, so they have to knock
They knock like that on the door, and she can hear that because it's like a wooden door.
Why are they going to double glaze the door? Is it a glass door?
No, they want to put that PVC door in with
Hang
the
on,
thicker
so
glass.
she's scared by... You don't want a doorbell because that alarms her, but the knocking is fine?
The knocking's fine, because you get to know knocks.
Why don't they have a bell that when you press it, it makes that noise?
Because they haven't done that yet.
Well,
Maybe that's an idea.
You could do a sample of a... like that. So when they press the doorbell, she hears... That's easy, that's done. You could sort that out for her.
Well, I don't want to start getting dragged into it, because...
why don't you make Auntie Nora a bell that knocks?
Well, it could be done. But the fact of the matter is, it isn't, and that's why she doesn't want double glazing.
But why don't you tell her, say, Auntie Nora, have double glazing, be warm, be safe. Hear the knock. Hear the knock of the bell on the doubly door. Auntie Nora, hear the knock of the bell on the doubly door.
She could fart until she's blue in the face. No one will be able to hear.
But look...
No one will be able to smell it.
But this is
double
it.
glazing.
This is
tremendous.
it. This is it, though, isn't it? She wouldn't be around now if it wasn't for people interfering, coming up with tablets, making weak people live longer.
Right. You're annoyed at that. You're
I
annoyed.
love it. He's such a fascist, isn't he? Auntie Nora, a weak person who has been allowed to live.
Yeah.
No, but
Eugenics is where you'd be happier.
But don't you see what I'm saying, though? The way the world... We've changed more than the world has. We can't handle anything now, can we? Look at it, like I say, a bit of snow, a bit of cold, everything comes to a standstill.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't go out, it's dangerous, you'll slip over, people having time off work.
Yeah. What would you do, right? If you run a business, right? Your business could go under, right? It snows a bit. You got 10 employees. You're paying them well, and they go, "I can't come in today, Carl. A bit icy." I'll do it. Okay. Right. They're snowed in, right? You're running the business. What are you running?
It's a let's not. I'm not going to big myself up. It's just it's a factory. It's U-bends. I make U-bends. U-bends for.
Toilet. So you run a. Okay. Right. Okay. So plumbing. You pay them all right, don't you?
I'd say most of them are on above average.
So you're there. What time do you get in?
About 8:45.
8:45, waiting for them to come in at 9, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right, it's snowing. It's a bit snowy, you got there. It took you a bit while. You'd set off early, did you? Or?
Gave myself a bit more time because I had to put the heating on in the car.
Okay, ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Hello, KP Plumbing.
Oh, is that Miss Pilkington?
Yeah, it is, yeah, who's that?
Oh, it's Sheila. Listen.
Sheila, shouldn't you be here by now?
Yeah, no. I was going to set off.
Well, we'll set off now. Stop wasting time. We've got a big order on.
No, I know.
We're all on a bonus here if we get this done. I'll see you in 10 minutes, shall I?
I can't make it.
What?
I can't make it.
Why not?
The car won't start and it's slippy on the drive. I just can't get out.
Get the transport. I'll see you in. I'll give you 20 minutes. All right. Don't worry about it. Thanks for calling. I'll see you in a bit.
I'm also scared of the ice. I'm scared of the ice. I'm not gonna come in today. It's dangerous.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna wait until the ice and snow goes away, and then I'm gonna come in.
But they're predicting it's going to be about 2 weeks before they clear all this.
I can't really travel in this. It's a bit dangerous.
Well, I'll tell you what. You stay at home. I'll replace you. Because I need someone to come in.
What, you're firing me because I can't get into work with this?
Well, I got into work, Sheila.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you don't live with me, do you? If you did live with me, then
No,
you'd probably see how...
it was bad where I was as well.
Yeah,
I'm here.
do you know how bad it is here? When you come round and have a look how bad it is here,
no,
you drive
I'm
my...
not coming
Tell you
round
what,
here.
you come round and drive my fucking car because I'm snowed in, you fucking calling me a cunt. And I'll tell you, if you fire me, I'll take you to a tribunal, you bald-headed wanker.
Right, you're fired anyway for that.
You're in fucking trouble then.
Right then, see ya. Right, and then
Right.
she's done with. She's weak anyway.
Ring, ring. Ring, ring.
KP Plumbing.
Hiya, is that, Miss Pilkington?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Hi, it's Bob here.
Bob.
Yeah, bit of trouble. In my area, it's absolutely snowing. It's possible. No one's getting out. I live near Sheila.
Bob,
by the way.
listen, Sheila's just been on. She's saying she can't get in either.
She can't. I've just seen her out there trying to dig her car out, and she's she's really tried hard to get to work, but she can't do it because she's not very rich. And her car doesn't work. And she hasn't got the right tyres, and there's no public transport. They've cancelled those. Wrong snow on this country. I'm not going to make it in today, son. So I'll see you tomorrow, right, boy?
Well, no, you're saying you'll see me tomorrow.
Yeah.
But you'll probably call up tomorrow with the same thing.
Well, only if it's snowing still.
Now
It
listen,
might not
well, I can't run a business like this, Bob.
Yeah, it's not my fault, is it? Really?
So go round to Sheila's and like slag me off if you want. But I tell you
I'm not
what,
slagging
you're
you
not
off,
coming
just-
back here. Fuck off. One chance. Give him one chance.
Well, you didn't even give him one chance.
No, because they've done it before.
Oh, fucking hell.
Just annoys me.
What is art? It's a very broad term.
It's a very difficult one as well.
Well, let me throw that question over to Karl Pilkington.
What do you want to know?
Well, we were just trying to clarify what art is.
It's just something for your eyes to look at.
Right.
It's just a change from the norm, innit? I mean, that's why I think most people have it. But then, the problem is, I'd never buy a piece of art. I don't see the point in buying something, because I know that my eyes will get bored of it eventually.
Right.
Have you got much art in your house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it gives me pleasure, and I don't get tired of it. I don't get bored
Do you
of
look
it.
at it every day?
Well, it's there, isn't it? It just
Yeah,
adds
but other things
a
are there.
pleasure to
Dust
it.
is there, but...
Surprisingly, I've not compared
I think
art
I've
to dust
looked...
as often as I perhaps should. But the thing about, and this I think may be intriguing to you, Damien Hirst, of course, is more of a conceptual artist like Tracy Emin, and a lot of what contemporary art does is followed on from a guy called Marcel Duchamp, who I'm sure you're familiar with. Now, he famously took a gentleman's white urinal like you'd find in a pub toilet, and he put it on its side, and he signed it with a fake name, and he put it in an art gallery. Now, he did that in about 1917, perhaps a bit later.
It just annoys me, because there'll be snobby people who haven't got a clue, and they're looking at that and they go, oh yeah, I see what he's trying to say.
Well, that might make them think. They might.
Damien Hirst, I don't feel angry with Damien Hirst, really, because he's
Right.
getting away with it.
But why does that annoy you?
Because it's people falling into the trap. Damien Hirst, before he dies, I bet he goes, what a laugh that was. I had everyone on.
There's a very good point as well, because some people think that the greatest art form of the last 100 years is marketing.
Yeah.
Some people say that is his art, that it's not good enough to do it. You've got to then get away with it. And if the point of art is to inflame, I don't think anything inflames people more than the discussion about whether something's art, or if someone's taking the piss, or if someone gets 50 million for something, do they deserve it? Is it worth a hospital?
Well, what do you think? What do you think of the shark in the tank?
I think I was blown away by it. I thought
the
I'd
shark
never seen
tank
anything like it before.
It was sort of spectacular because it is so huge and so vast, and to have put a shark, in formaldehyde, and to have hung it in an art gallery, it's very striking when you see it.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
remarkable achievement.
But what
we
is
went
he? Is he an
to
artist or a fishmonger? What he's done, anyone could have done what he did.
Yes, but not everyone did it. He did it. This is an interesting point that you raise. It's the same old point you always raise. Not anyone could have done it. That's always the same point you make. Anyone could have done it.
Carl,
But they didn't do it.
You could say the same about Michelangelo. Is he an artist or a painter and decorator?
Well, it hasn't caught on, has it? Like the crying boy photograph. No one's having them in their house. No one's gone, oh, have you seen this? Have you seen the new trend, a shark in a tank? No one's got the room, no one wants it. And that, to me, shows you what's popular. At the end of the day, if everyone wants one, he's got to be good, hasn't it?
But I think if people were given a chance to appreciate more sophisticated things, then they would. And I just think that's true in all walks of life. You know, it's an acquired taste, and the best things are an acquired taste.
I mean, I haven't got pictures in our flat because of that mirrored wall I've got.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's tiny. You've been in it. Got windows on one wall, door to get in on the other, kitchen on the other, mirrored wall on the other. So there's
No
nowhere
space for
there.
art.
There's no space for art.
I'm intrigued how you sit at home. Where's the sofa?
At home.
Yeah.
Facing the mirror.
So you sit looking at yourself all night,
Yeah.
as opposed to a painting.
Yeah, but at least that changes each day.
No, it doesn't.
It does. The picture
No,
changes.
it's not. It's round and miserable every fucking day.
No, honestly, it's good to, because you don't look at yourself otherwise. Especially me, I haven't got any hair to comb or anything, so I don't look in the mirror as much as the normal person. So, whereas now, I'm looking there every day.
So you're sat at home staring at yourself?
No, because the telly's in front of the mirror.
But are you not distracted by yourself?
Yeah, you do. When the adverts are on, you look up, and if Suzanne's sat next to me, I tend to talk to her through the mirror.
What do you mean? So why don't you look at her when you talk to her?
Well, you don't have to turn your neck or anything. There's no neck usage going on. I can just look forward. I look at the telly, lift the eyes up, look in the mirror, look at me, look at her.
What does she do?
No,
Look back at you
we're
in the
used
mirror.
to it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like there's more people in the room in a way. It's like,
And they're further away.
there's nothing odd about that. Why wouldn't you use... It doesn't matter. Your
Sorry,
eyes, remember, your
why
eyes
wouldn't
are
you
still...
talk to your girlfriend via a mirror all the time? Is that your question?
Well, no, I think it's quite normal. If your head is facing a mirror where you can see everything in that room, remember, it's a small flat, I can see everything that's going on in there without moving my head. Stephen Hawking would be well happy. So I can look forward, she's sat next to me. If I'm watching the telly, I can say something. Now, she's getting the sound from me still because she's sat close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're further away, but things look better from a distance anyway.
So that's how you managed to keep this relationship alive?
Maybe.
You're such an odd little man.
But, right, is this talking about diets and stuff, right?
Go on.
They've come up with a drug that they tested it out on a mouse, right? They said, you know, it's a problem. That weight is a big issue in the world, and you know, a lot of people are depressed, and that probably like Rick Waller.
Well, I'm
right?
depressed looking at Rick Waller.
Well, you know,
Oh.
I mean, you could sort out Rick by, you know, Jono is an old man. He's got loads of money.
Not old.
No, but he's getting on a bit, right?
He's about
no, but
my
hang on a
age,
minute.
you-
What I mean is, he does his own shopping, right? So I bet it's
Sorry.
hard.
What do you mean?
Because he's like, how old is he? 35. Right? He's got loads of money. He does his own shopping. So when he goes to the supermarket and he passes, you know, the sponge cake section, it must be tough when you've got loads of money to burn that you go, oh, just one more.
Yeah.
One more.
Look, just we are getting close to libel here, I think.
No, but I'm saying how it is, because
Right.
I've tried, like, losing a little bit of weight.
Have you?
And it is difficult when you're in Waitrose and you see a little chocolate muffin and you think, well, one more and I'll do without...
Do you like a little chocolate muffin now and
Well,
again?
yeah, right.
Is that your favourite thing?
So the
A
thing
chocolate
is-
and
Let
muffin?
him finish his point.
So the thing is, right, now with Rick, he lives at home with his mum, so why doesn't his mum just say, I'm going to buy less this week, and if you eat it all, you're not getting any more?
Yeah.
That sort that
Does
out.
he
A
live with
short,
his mum?
sharp shot.
I bet he does. I bet he does. 'Cause
So
he does.
you don't actually know if this is true or not.
No, but anyway, right, so this drug they've come up with...
They've tested this on mice, haven't they?
They've tested it.
No, I'm worried if they haven't tested it on mice. 'cause-
Thank God for that.
It's definitely been tested on mice.
Definitely.
They fed a mouse a load of cake,
Yeah.
right? And it went a little bit chubby, and he said, right, stop a minute. And then they gave it this drug that makes you lose weight.
Yeah.
And its weight went down, but the only bad side effect was its eyes were popping out.
Well, that seems to be fine then. Let's give it to Jono. There doesn't seem to be any problem.
Oh,
with
let's
that.
yeah, Rick
It's
should get some of that.
Yeah, Struth, Doc, look at these. Oh, Jesus, Jono, your eyes are popping out. That happened to the mice. Sorry? That happened to the mice.
But what would you
do you mean?
That's the option. like
What do you mean that's the option?
So I love the fact that your choice is either be like a fat, happy man who has the odd sponge cake, or a stick man with eyes on stalks. I mean, Steve's chosen that.
All right, calm down.
sorry,
I thought we were
mate.
slagging off Rick Waller and
Sorry,
fat
mate.
people.
Sorry,
Let's
mate,
have a go
I-
at the fat people before we start
sorry.
on me, really.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I
You know
forgot.
what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
Because I got some issues, and body issues, you
I
know.
know.
But I mean, Rick Waller's grotesque, you know.
Yeah, sorry about
I'm
that.
just a little bit weird. I mean, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, should we play a song and?
Well, I'm
sort
just a little bit offended.
Vines out of the way on XFM 104.9. You're listening to the Ricky Gervais Show.
With Steve Merchant and
we've
Karl
got
Pilkington.
to try and get on though.
got
There's
time
not
for
enough. No, not enough time. Let's bang on. Let's do some observations. Some maybe some
Yeah.
satirical.
Take a sideways look at the week's news.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Who's the fattest person you know, Carl? Is it an issue for you? Are you concerned about fat people?
Only if I'm travelling somewhere and there's one sat next to you. That
Yeah.
can be a bit annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ricky pointed out a few months ago when I went away, we were talking about plane journeys, and you were saying how it's a bit out of order. When you go on holiday, right, you take your suitcase with you. This is all
Was
right.
I
it's
saying
a
this
good-
on air though? Is my question? Because there's a reason I don't say things.
No,
on air
but
sometimes.
I think you've got a good point. It made me think.
Oh no, I know what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's sort of like if you're not allowed to carry a handbag, John, because you're a few pounds overweight, but there's a bloke behind you who weighs 10 stone more than you.
Yeah.
Surely the whole package should be weighed.
Yeah.
Like you and your baggage.
Absolutely.
Can
He
be
should have- he should have a
30
carrier
stone.
bag, and
So I can take on a Labrador and a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
He can take on a towelette
Yeah.
to wipe
Absolutely.
his brow.
Yeah. His sweaty, fatty brow.
Yeah.
No, I absolutely right.
So
And that does
yeah.
wind you up, does it?
But I don't. That's the only time. I mean, people can't help it. We don't want to like come across as if we're just having a go at people who've got.
But they can help it. This is what we're saying.
No, but
No,
that's,
but
that's a
because-
little bit.
But I'm talking about obesity. I'm not talking about people who are overweight or have got a problem with eating and so on. I'm talking about people who are obese, because that seems to me to be an indulgence. I mean, I read some statistic.
Well, God, if we're getting serious, it is a problem, isn't it? Because it's an eating disorder. So what's terrible is laziness and kidding yourself. But the people who have genuinely got a problem.
But it's a
as big
genuine
problem as
concern for apparently
anorexia or-
for the future of our children. Apparently, it genuinely is.
Yeah.
Apparently, it costs. I was reading some statistic that it costs something like America. It costs them like $119 billion a year or
But
something.
that's not what
because
people
of
are
obesity.
starving because fat people are eating all the food.
I'm not
There's still
saying
enough
people are
left.
starving because of fat people.
Oh, you mean?
I'm saying that it's a. No, I'm saying it's a concern. I
Oh,
don't
we
mean that.
meant we'll soon have kids and they're hungry because next door's out all the food.
No, I just mean
Sorry.
that apparently because exercise now, people aren't taking up exercise, kids aren't
Right.
taking up exercise, that we will all be obese in years to come. Not all obese, but
Yeah.
there'll be a big obesity
Well, I
problem.
suppose the natural state for the mammals, we crave fat. We literally crave fat for hard times. But now there are no.
Well, you're all
hard
saying
times.
offices
But
typing
you're-
away.
But our body hasn't evolved
Yeah.
to take our social input in. So we still act like mammals, and we eat and we crave it, and we like to store fat.
Yeah.
That's why we have to go jogging, because we don't hunt, we don't do anything. So it's not really their fault. I mean, it is about willpower and sort of like, you know, self. Hate.
But in
all
years
that,
to come, we'll have just pictures, like kids will just have pictures of, they won't have NSYNC on the wall, it'll be like sumo wrestlers.
Oh,
Or,
God. You know sumo wrestlers? I saw this thing about sumo wrestlers. Because they're athletes. They go into this thing because it's a big honour to be a sumo. It's absolutely
Really?
true, right? Yeah, absolutely true.
Yeah.
So you'd go along and you'd be 9 stone, and they have doctors there, so you have to eat to get big. Right?
Right.
And this doctor was interviewed, Japanese doctor, and he's going, you know, it is against, you'd think it's against the Hippocratic Oath, but whereas they do it anyway, I do it healthily, so he gives them diets of like, 10 pounds of rice,
Wow.
9 pounds of fish and things like that, and they get, but now, because it's such an honour, it's almost a spiritual thing to be a great sumo and all that, they have apprentices willing to, you know, like when you're an apprentice, say, runner or something, you have to make the coffee, and or when you're working an apprentice in the studio, you have to clean the floor and stuff. Do you know what apprentice sumo's job is?
an apprentice sumo. Go on.
They wipe the sumo wrestler's arse because they can't reach. They literally can't reach.
Rubbish.
Right, we'll give out the
Who's
phone number.
taking that up as a profession?
I know. I imagine that. I'd love to be a sumo wrestler. It's a great honour, and I'd love to work under you.
Sure.
Sure. So, what will I do? Start press-ups first?
There'll be some press-ups, yeah.
Okay,
there
yeah.
will be
What,
some
shall I get
press-ups.
into the gym now and,
No, don't before you rush off.
Go on.
You
I'm
will-
starving.
No, I can understand that.
Go on.
Would you mind wiping my arse? Because
Right.
I've just...
You can't reach?
No, I can't get the arms back there. Can't get 'em down
Okay.
there. So, but I'll be honest with you, a lot of this Oriental food, it doesn't sit well with me.
So
it goes straight through me, to be honest.
So it's quite messy.
It's quite messy down there. It's
Right,
quite runny.
okay,
So
okay.
be careful.
Okay.
You
No, it's a
wear
great
some gloves.
honour.
If you want to wear gloves, wear
I
gloves.
don't want to wear gloves. I don't want to wear gloves. It's
Well,
an
it's-
honour.
it's an honour.
This apprenticeship is 2 years, isn't it?
Now, you're not going to take my feces and sallow, are you, as souvenirs or
No,
something?
no,
'Cause it is,
no.
I
I'll be
mean-
mainly getting fat myself.
Sure.
Wiping your ass.
Yeah.
Great honour.
Yeah, no, good. Well,
Great
no,
honour.
not
If
at
someone
all.
could call in and verify that. Look, Carl, look at Carl looking at us like we just said the worst thing ever. You
This
say
is
things
true,
like,
apparently.
makes your eyes pop out and put in Forrest Gump in a wheelie bin. Don't look
How
at
did-
us like that. We're talking cultural science here and wiping arses.
Yeah.
So, play a record.
Yeah, it's lowbrow and it's highbrow at the same time, Carl. That's an incredible picture.
Oh, this is for all you people who like the odd cake. This is Bowie and Sweet Thing. Do you like that?
Nice.
Sweet Thing. David Bowie.
Beautiful.
Amazing, off Diamond Dogs.
Absolutely.
We went to see him in the week, didn't we?
We did indeed, yeah, this little
Very
exclusive
tiny
gig that
little
Jonathan
gig,
Ross put there
100
for us.
people.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely to see him.
Yeah, lovely to see him again.
Lovely to see Dave again.
Yeah.
No, he's looking good.
He looks great, doesn't he?
He was, yeah. Was he bisexual? Sorry, I don't know why I brought that up.
Sorry, at the gig?
No, it's just the fact, because I know he's married now, isn't he, with a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
But there was some sort of...
Oh, I think, possibly, I don't know, I wouldn't want to...
These pop stars, they dabble with anything, don't they, I suppose? Try anything once, don't they, these rock and roll stars?
But, yeah, so, if anyone knows the truth behind
Yeah,
sumo.
well, how does sumo begin? Because that's what I've never understood how it began as a sport, because it's... Do you know what I mean? Because they are so huge.
Well,
So it's not...
I reckon it was a fat bloke who was picking on a little skinny bloke, and the skinny bloke
Right.
knew kung fu and so he goes, right, let's fight. And the fat bloke, no punching.
Yeah,
And what do
yeah.
you mean? He went, it's just leaning against each other.
Yeah,
And they went,
yeah.
well, you're bound to win. And he went, right, I've won. He went,
Yeah.
bloke, okay.
Yeah.
And that's how it started. And the
Yeah.
fat
He
bloke
grabbed
went,
him. Are you wearing a nappy? Well, I'm pretty big, yeah. I'm having
why?
problems now. I can't wipe my
I
arse.
can't wear a tuxedo. I just can't.
Exactly.
I just, that's the next
Yeah.
step for John, who's been banned wearing a thong in public. So.
But seriously, if anyone knows how sumo began, I'm genuinely interested. Email maybe ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. Just because Carl, what are your thoughts? Where do you think it began? Because don't you think it's an odd sport? I mean, it is a weird.
They've always got nice hair. They seem to care about the hair a bit. don't they?
Sure.
So it's sort of nicely pinned back.
Yeah.